Hi Virgos, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. I'm so grateful that you're here. This is a general love reading, so let's call in our spirit guide, see what's next in love, what's coming towards you, or confirming even somebody that's on your mind today. So let's see what our spirit guides have, what our cards are saying. Spirit, please share with me for my Virgo. What is it that you need us to know at this time? What is it that you have for us? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have, everybody. I have a snowflake. Beauty lies in uniqueness. No two paths or people are ever exactly the same. This feeling of uniqueness, right? Sometimes, there's a sense of you stand out. Okay. Your people fall in love with something that's different than what they had. Okay. You're different, in a good way, that you're not like everybody else, something like that. So that could be something that somebody's saying to you. I've been with other people, but nothing like this. So they could really be feeling that there is something very special about you. I have clouds. Even the heaviest burdens eventually disperse. So I feel like I'm getting through something. I'm going to say after a storm. Okay. There's a sense of you rise above. Okay. After the storm, that you really maybe just went through something, but you walked through it with grace. There's a sense of head held high. Okay. So I do feel like, you know what? I got through the storm. I'm okay. I'm going to move on with my life, and I'm going to show a little bit of a revenge feeling. The best revenge out there, to tell you the truth. I'm not a believer in revenge, but the best way to just give revenge and do nothing, because karma will take care of everything, is just to be happy. Okay, so if somebody sees you happy and moving on with your life, that's all you have to do. Just be happy for yourself. And that is going to probably make somebody else, cringe. So that's okay. And then karma will take care of everybody else. I have a lighthouse. A guiding light is only useful if you are willing to follow it. Isn't that the truth? If you do not listen to your guides, if you are not following your heart, if you are not listening to your inner voice, none of that matters, because you have to listen in order to be guided. So obviously you're listening because you're here. I mean, you wouldn't have been, drawn to this reading, and me as a spirit guide wouldn't be doing my job. But you've got to listen to your guides, and it will be so much easier. Trust me. Then you don't go down the wrong path, Spirit's saying. Good. All right, let's look at this uniqueness. Let's look at the sense of the clouds have cleared. I have a 2 of Cups. After the clouds clear, I love this. I have a King of Wands. I have a 5 of Pentacles, and I have a Hierophant. This came into me as I believe that anything can happen. It was a feeling of, no matter what I go through, that I'm going to be okay. And, for those of you that truly believe in spirit and God, your higher power, that is always taking care of you, I do feel like that's coming through. Okay. So just keep trusting. You've got to just keep trusting. This is, somebody sees you as unique. This is so clear, isn't it? That the spark, I can't take my eyes off of you energy. A little bit of, I've never met anybody like you. The snowflake, no two snowflakes are ever alike, but I do feel like they see something in you that they've never seen in anybody else, or the connection is real. They're saying the personality. Sometimes it's not even, it has nothing to do with what you look like. I'm not just saying that you're not attractive, but they fall in love with your energy. They fall in love with your smile. They fall in love with your personality, that how you speak to others, how you communicate, you know, how intelligent you are. So people fall in love for a lot of different reasons, but they've never met anyone like you before, is really what is happening. So whatever's special about you, you don't have to do a thing, Spirit said. You don't have to change a thing. I've never met anyone like you. Okay, that's all you have to know, and that you stand out, and because you're unique, you're special. There's something going on with you. They see something in you. Okay, that feels beautiful. I have a death card. Yeah, it's after an ending. It is an Ace of Pentacles. I have a Wheel of Fortune. I have a Ten of Swords. It's kind of like the cycle of life. You know, for those of you that have family members that an older family member passes and it's sad and everybody's, upset and grieving and they lived a long life. And then no sooner do they pass, do you find out that another family member is expecting. And you all look at each other and go, that's crazy, because it truly is the cycle of life, where we just had a loss, but then we have this kind of bittersweet energy coming in where we have a life. And, I kind of feel that way in this reading, where I'm a little bit bittersweet and I could be struggling with this, but at the same time, a little bit grateful for it, because I feel like it's finally over and I feel like I've been cut loose in a sense. And I feel like it's allowing me, they're saying, the opportunity to see what else is out there. And no sooner do I kind of feel the relief of this ending that an offer comes in. No sooner do I realize that I was cut loose for a reason, or I cut myself loose for a reason, because Spirit has something better for me. Fate had something better for me. And I truly am following my own path. I truly am staying on my path. That this is part of my story. Part of my story is that, I had to get through these. The clouds had to clear in order for this to be revealed. So it's very much one of those feelings of maybe somebody did you a favor if they ended something. They could have done you a huge favor, because they could have released you and released your energy so that you truly do find the person that you're supposed to be with. And that's sometimes I like to look at it that way, because everything happens for a reason. Spirit, please share with me some first initials, last initials. What is it that you need me to know about this connection? I have the letter S, O, V, D, I have an E. I have an M, F, N, another O, another D. I have a P, another D, okay, a U, and a K. And I have some additional letters, so let's do those. These I did myself. So these are first letter, second letter of a first name or a last name. So that could be your name or somebody that you're thinking of. Spirit, please share with me. I have a D-A, B-E, P-E. I have an O-L. I have a J-E, S-H, H-A, R-O, T-H, and a C-H. Okay. So those, let me know in the comments if those connected to you. I've been enjoying seeing that these are actually very accurate for people, and I think many of you are enjoying those. Let's see what sign. Maybe we'll get a clue what sign they could be. Let's see what we have. I have Scorpio, Leo. I have a Cancer. I have a Sagittarius today, and I have an Aquarius energy. So those are just a handful of clues. Spirit, what else do you want us to know about this connection? Tell me some clues or feelings. I never met anyone like you before. Somebody did you a favor. Yeah, making room for the new beginning. Somebody did you a favor by letting you go or you letting them go. I really do feel that way. I have a spy. They could still be curious about you, but they're not meant to be in your life. You could be, try not to spend too much time on what they're thinking, because that takes away from you attracting, or having that full clean slate. So try not to worry about what they're thinking and feeling as best you can. Like, I wonder what they're doing. No, just move on and be happy. That's your best revenge. Move on. Did I just say move on? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Changing a residence. Maybe Spirit has something bigger for you. They have a move, a new home, new life, something like that. So maybe this person is who's coming is somebody who I'm going to settle down with, that they're saying a new forever home. So maybe it's a dream home that we create together, buy together. How beautiful. A gold digger. They wanted you for your money. So I'm going to put that over here with maybe this person. They were a taker, Spirit saying. The person who you're moving with this felt like a dream home. It felt like I'm not going anywhere for a long time with this person. This person who did you a favor, I feel like didn't have anything to offer, like wouldn't have gotten you to this dream home, or between the two of you, you would never have gotten to where you want to be. So you'll just be in a better place. You're going to be vacationing and traveling. So new home, new life. How about that? We'll travel together, travel the world together. We're going to go visiting people. Maybe we will, sightsee, do things. The bucket list, I'm going to say the bucket list is going to be starting to be checked, things that I've always wanted to do. So I've got somebody to do them with finally. So yeah, everything happens for a reason. Let karma take care of the past. I have an anvil, resolve, purpose, focus, resilience, strike while the iron's hot. So this feeling of just recreating, right? Strength, just kind of putting all your strength and power into something else. I have a diamond, gorgeous, next level. Whoever this is, dream home, dream life, it's a commitment. I feel like sometimes Spirit removes something from our life because it's not good enough for you, and it's the truth. And then here comes this beautiful energy that says, I've never met anyone like you. You stand out, and a forever home. And it is after some kind of storm, but you have your head held high. You have purpose in your life. You are worthy. You are deserving. And here comes this gorgeous connection of, I'm going to have a dream home and a dream life with this person. So, and even a commitment. So maybe the other past never would have been able to bring that into my life. And so you'll look back at it one day and say, oh, thank God. Thank God I let that relationship go. Gears, action, progress, perfect timings, teamwork, synchronicity. We work well together. How about, I like the feeling of the gears, because it felt like an intellectual connection there for a minute, where this person says, I can see you thinking, what are you thinking? I can see the wheels spinning in your mind. So they're really curious about what's on your mind. I like that. A round table, support, discussion, a healthy debate. I'm also going to go with this sense of equality, almost like a pizza pie, right? So I use this example a lot in my private readings, where if you take each of the parts, it could be, all of my parts are filled. I have a loving family. I have a great job. I feel secure. I love myself. I'm healthy. And then I'm missing, one or two of these pieces. And I'm missing my person. I'm missing, maybe I can't see my path right now with somebody, So there's a couple pieces missing, but eventually we get to a point where all those pieces are filled with where we want to be. And that's when we feel content. And that's where we feel at peace. And that's where you feel like everything I've been hoping for and wishing for has finally come to me. So that's what Spirit wants for you, that they want you to have like all of the pieces of the pie complete and feeling fulfilled. Bottom of the deck. Let's talk about this. So, how beautiful. You're having a beautiful reading, Virgo. I love the energy around you today. Look at this beautiful Wheel of Fortune. And they said, let karma take care of karma. Okay. Put your hands in your own destiny. Put your fate in hands in destiny. Don't try to control it. Allow it to happen. Allow Spirit to work. Okay. So sometimes it's really, really hard to do that, but there is a plan out there for all of us. And sometimes we just don't see it when we're kind of in between things. And if you feel like I'm just in between right now, I'm having a hard time, you take a step back and you say, I'm going to just allow Spirit to work for me. I'm going to do my part. They just said they want you to do your part. They want you to be active and attentive and talking to people and dressing up and showing up. And then let them do their part. Okay, let Spirit do their part. I have a 9 of Wands. I have a Tower. I have a Queen of Wands. Look at you. It's like almost this phoenix. I'm rising above is how I feel. I'm going to say I rose above. Look at you. Okay. I love this in a star. Look at you. So here is this, whatever. Okay. It's, somebody dragged me down. They're saying broke me. There could be for some of you that they, broke your heart, but they could have like literally made you feel like you hit some kind of bottom. They broke you. But then I overrode this in a nanosecond psychically. Okay. This was just like, it's gone. And this came in as a phoenix that you rose above. And I don't think you realize how powerful you are. And I think that's what Spirit wants to remind you of, that what it is that you've been wishing for, what it is that you've been hoping for, all those pieces of the puzzle are coming into place. This new beginning is here. Forever home, forever person. Okay. I've never met anybody like you. So this rising above it all and kind of showing back up for life and not settling for anything less than, I feel like is really what is going to attract this person to you. So good for you, that I'm not going to let anybody drag me down. I don't really care what they think, Spirit just said. Good for you. So if you've gotten to a point where you don't care what somebody thinks, you're in a good place. Spirit, please share with me some loving messages. What is it that you have? You could break my heart. So yeah, I've been through that. I was broken, they just said. So it could be some fear of, what if I give my heart to somebody? Okay, it's okay. There's my completion, which we keep talking about with that pie, the puzzle piece. You complete me. I feel content with you. You're the one missing piece that I've been waiting for. Everything else in my life is going pretty good. What I'm missing is my person. So you complete me. You're too beautiful. I don't know if there's such a thing as you're too beautiful. They see you as special. They see you as unique, right? You're that one of a kind, the snowflake, right? And you stand out. So they could see you as you're the most beautiful person inside and out. I've never met anybody like you, or I've never loved anybody the way I'm loving you. My whole being, mind, body, and soul is attracted to you. I'm going to go with somebody did you a favor by either you walking away from them or them ending it. Doesn't matter what happened. it was removed from your life. The energy was over. And they did you a favor on your path because it allowed you to invite in who is meant to be in your life. And that is all that matters. So we're going to put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website at KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. I have 2 other YouTube channels, my Pick a Card channel, Twin Flame channel, and those links are in the description below. I hope you enjoyed your reading as much as I did, Virgos, and we'll see you all again real soon.